What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Before we get into the video, I want to explain a little bit about why this video is shorter and what to expect next week. I will not be able to complete this series just yet. If you watch my Until Dawn Chapter 7 video, you'll see that I had 3 choices and it ended up being 1. So I can give a little bit more context about those choices. I was in the middle of seeking employment because I haven't made money on YouTube, which is fine. I'm still going to keep chugging along, but I do have to try to do that. So my first option was to get a job that would make me more money, but I would lose time. The second one, I would be making less money, but have more time. And the third one was if I didn't get either. I did end up getting the higher paying job. That's good for a couple of things, but with higher income, you have higher expenses as well. A lot of situational things. So I'm gonna do what I can this fall and this winter because the show must go on. I'm gonna be definitely streaming a little bit more because it takes less time to get those up. And I think that's actually what I'm gonna do for this one. I'm gonna release the entirety of this episode 7 of The Penguin because I have it all filmed. I just don't have enough time to edit it like in the time that I wanted to before the summer ended. But November 17th, I'll upload that, and November 18th, I'll be sure to stream episode 8. I think that would be the best option. Even though Black Ops 7 does come out on the 14th, and I do have plans for Black Ops 7, I just have a lot of catching up to do. And I've managed to get this marathon for Mario Kart, and I got the Until Dawn, and this is all I've had. So it's a shorter video, it doesn't give it all, but I wanted to at least release something and explain a little bit of the situation. The summer is not over yet, but I've uploaded pretty much everything that I need to. Fall will start on September 8th. I'll change the logo. I'll find something. I'll make something somehow, some quick way. And then the videos are going to slow down a lot. It was good to have all the time and not so much money, but now I'm going to see what I can do with more money and less time. So yeah, with that note, it's going to be, let's just get on with the video. Peace out. What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Welcome back to another Black Ops 6 plus the Penguin collab. Before we get started, let's go ahead and look at the store because I saw this Nihilist one that I thought was pretty interesting. I don't care about, they always like force you to look at the little like inspect thing first, but I thought this was cool because the advertisement for it was like embrace the dark side, and I think that's pretty on brand with what this series kind of shows sometimes. So I don't know. I'm not going to get it. I also have 1100. I've managed to get enough on the battle pass, so if I wanted to get this, I could. But I think I'm going to choose not to get it. I'm probably not going to be playing as much Call of Duty anymore. But I still have plans to eventually like get Black Ops 7 and perhaps get better internet. I'm trying to play it at like a peak hour, which is like evening on a Thursday, so maybe we won't lag too much because I think it has been affecting my playstyle a little bit. But I have upgraded a bit. I've managed to level up a ton, and I've gotten kind of stacked. I've gotten a lot better. So can I look at my stats real quick? My highest streak was 15, so I managed to get the Ruthless. That's kind of what I wanted to show, but I guess I only got to 15. I got another chopper that game. I don't know if it was the same game that I got the 80 elims, but what we're gonna run today are 3 SMGs. I've been running them for a while now, getting good with them. The PPSH, which is a pretty heavy SMG, and we're calling it Jax for Oz's older brother. We're calling this Oswald's, his signature Uzi, with my own perks to it. I got Sleeper Agent on there. I got a knife as well. I thought it was pretty fitting for him. And we got Benny's, and I managed to get this Tonto gold, and while I am working on getting the other 2 gold, I'm closer to the PPSH now. The SOG, I still have a little bit of time, but, you know, for Benny, we'll give him the golden power drill and the golden Tonto. You know, you gotta spoil your little brother a little bit, but the perks were chosen very intentionally. I got Ghost, Vendetta, and Cold-Blooded, Scavenger, Bruiser, and Bankroll, and Flak Jacket, Shadow, and Quartermaster, as well as a Cleaver. You know, I feel like Jack maybe would have been a good cook. But we're going to learn a little bit more about them in the past. Instead, I have labeled this Team Deathmatch, if you saw the impression or the thumbnail. But we're going to start with a game of Search and Destroy while I read the intro cutscene. We're going to play a lot of Team Deathmatch, and then after I'm done reading, we're going to play a game of Demolition. This might get a little bit longer, but I should still be on pace. And look at that. Get 75 kills with the Cleaver. I can work on that. I guess I should try to get that Diamond Power Drill, shouldn't I? But I don't know. I might play this game for a little bit longer, even after Black Ops 7. I might take some time to get Black Ops 7. We'll see. I don't know how exactly everything's going to go, but I took a trip. I went to a cousin's wedding, and I wanted to watch the 7th episode of The Penguin while I was going, and I forgot my notebook, so I had to buy a smaller one. So it's going to be split up. This first scene, I have the book for, the normal plum, and then I'm going to have the Mercenary Mosh Pit's probably on. Yeah. Once I'm done reading the first scene, we'll switch to Team Deathmatch all throughout until I'm done. So yeah, I'm gonna grab my stuff real quick. We got this little fancy book thing that like kind of moves. I don't know if it'll do a good job on a camera. It's not always the same, but I've done some remodeling throughout my room and stuff. Hopefully I got enough battery and everything, but let's go ahead. I'm like running pretty low on space on this book, but I should be able to have enough for both. Okay, episode 7, it's called Top Hat, and I mentioned last time that I didn't know why it was called that, but now I do. And also, if you watched my Far Cry 3 episode 47, I dealt myself a hand of poker, and I wanted to react to it live, so here it is. 7-6 of diamonds. Suited connectors. I've mentioned, that's a really good fitting hand for Far Cry. I remember saying that. I considered that my stairway to heaven was a 67 or a lack of understanding, but I also, 76 is understanding for me. That's why I kind of working backwards. So I'm gonna read while I do the respawn. So it might end up being a couple more games. I said I've been trying to keep these shorter, and it does not look like we're lagging too badly. So this could be good. I don't want it to affect my play, and that's why it's something I want to invest in the future. We start off with some nice music playing on vinyl, and it's zoomed in, looks at people playing bills. What the fuck? Okay, so this happens to me sometimes when I join late in Search and Destroy, and I really hope they let me in, because sometimes they do some dumb shit where they, even after the game starts, they don't let you in. So there is a little bit of lag, but at least that's why I can read a little bit. If they don't let me in at all, I'm gonna be really annoyed. I didn't come here to just watch, but I don't know. I think that might happen to other people. They gotta fix that, but it's whatever. Zoomed in, it looks like people are paying bills, doing math, and then there's a zoomed out view of a gong. A gong? Oz is playing with his leg contraption. Seems that one with the bills and math is Oz's ma, as that's what he calls her. He asks her if she's almost done, and she responds, "Still working, baby." Oz leans in and says, "But it's the weekend. How about we watch a movie? One of the old ones you like." She annoyedly responds, "Maybe later." But young Oz smiles and says, "It's a date then." This makes Francis giggle, smile, and perhaps blush. She turns to him and says, "Oh yeah?" She goes to touch his cheeks and both sides and asks, "Who's paying?" Must be a rhetorical question, because we get a zoomed in view of Oz's happy self and hear his ma saying, "Oh, look at this face, my big strong bull of a boy." She presses her head against his and says, "You're getting so handsome, I can't take it." After the moment passes, Jack and Benny come running in, with Jack seemingly playing as Godzilla to play with Benny as they run around, and Francis tries to calm them. Calls them lunatics and says they're gonna break something running around like that. Oz sits down, sad, as if he doesn't like losing his ma's attention. Benny crawls under the table as part of his game. They'd let me in. Patience pays, my friends. Alright. Let's see. Honestly, I think I'm gonna change my glasses, because I was wearing these for all in, because I thought it was fin for poker and stuff, but I think I am better off letting in some light. So, oh shit. It's 2-on-6. 2-on-4 and I'm lagging. I was playing some Control the other day and the other team was like noticeably better than us.
You're a kill team of 1. Put your head down and close this out.
I'll see if I can pull a defuse, I guess. They were noticeably better than us, but it ended up being like really competitive second round, and we got into a 1v1 situation, and then I actually ended up winning by sneaking up. He had an AR, he was like a beast, and I was running SMGs because I've only been running SMGs for so long. I'm just gonna let this bomb blow up. But I ended up...
Sniper smoked! Move, move!
Failures not in Crimson's lexicon. Do better.
I barely won that one, but I bet he wasn't seeing me coming. Let's see if we get teammates though. Look at this. I think some people of this might have left though. Now we got a full team. Alright, we'll see if we can come back.
Eliminate the objective.
Pay close attention. Blame it on 10.
Bomb carrier down.
Yeah, you don't have to bomb, my brother.
Bomb dropped.
Hostile shooter!
Yeah, I gotta deal with the lag. It like affects my play so much. It's like so tragic.
With extreme prejudice. We lost the bomb. You're the last one standing.
Dude, what a
Finish
fucking...
the job. Time's nearly up. Close it down. Bomb going down. The bomb has been planted.
I hate the Olympia.
Enemies have disarmed the bomb.
Oh yeah, and I usually run as Bailey or Maya, and I'll do that again next time, but I want to ride some more masculine energy this time around, just because the themes are very strong, and just to switch it up. I'm running as Mace and Marshall, who's the one that I got that Ruthless with. But yeah, my team is kind of trash. I mean, I literally stunned them for him and he still died. I hate the Olympia, by the way. It's just another weapon that just fucking pisses me off, like the Ladra. These newer weapons that are just like stupidly good for no reason.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
But yeah, so I'm really sorry that the quality is not going to be as good because of the lag. Like, it's brutal and it's just getting worse. And I think it's because even less people are playing the game, or people are like running the servers even less so. And it's like a game you have to play online. But like I said, like, it's my own doing. Like, I could try to improve the internet, and that's the biggest thing that makes me a little nervous is like improving the internet, and then it's still not making a difference. That kind of scares me, but. I think that could be a risk I would just have to be willing to take. But there's this one Eminem and T.I. song called "That's All She Wrote," and there's a line where it says, "I don't really care what you call me, just as long as you don't call me broke." And I feel like this is like the instance where it's like backwards, where you can't call me a lot of things because I'm fucking nice, but you can't absolutely call me broke. So like. But yeah, they can get mad all they want. That was fucking lame. I should have just fucking... I can't, like, none of my teammates, like, could kill that one player, and, like, I probably could have looked for him, but it's just these engagements just aren't quite, like, that fair, because I'm lagging so much. So let's keep going. She calls him her big, strong bull of a boy. She presses her head against his and says, "You're getting so handsome, I can't take it." After the moment passes, Jack and Benny come running in, with Jack seemingly playing as Godzilla while they run around, and Francis is calling them lunatics, worried that they're gonna break something running around like that. Oz sits down, sad, as if he doesn't like losing his mom's attention. Benny crawls under the table as part of his game with Jack, and the table shakes a little. After he gets out, Francis stands up and says she's had enough. Benny begins to apologize, but his mom just points at him and says, "You're in trouble now," without making eye contact. Like, she's looking down while she says it, but when the camera moves to Oz, he's leaning on his chair and crossing his arms, eager to see whatever punishment she's about to inflict. Let's get our rematch on Grind. I kind of cook on Payback, but I know that at the very beginning of the series I struggled on Grind. I don't think they're gonna give it to me. Whatever. I gotta keep track of this. This is where I start to lose myself. She puts her arms outstretched in front of her, twists her face and says, "Because this is a zombie family," and begins to chase Benny, who starts to scream and jumps to the couch, chased down by his mother, who dives on top and begins biting out his throat. Oz looks on with disappointment and a twinge of anger. Benny gets up and through a blurred camera lens starts walking to the future Penguin, arms outstretched, saying, "Now I'm a zombie. Must eat Ozzy's brain." Oz just pushes him to the side so he can keep looking at his mom. She has her arm around Jack and is telling him something with a soft smile. Jack is nodding in agreement, and she kisses him on the cheek and sends him off. Jack gets up and tells Benny and Oz that they're going for a walk outside and to grab their coats. Oz says, "Nah, I'm gonna stay here with Ma." I'll continue after that. I didn't choose that. I chose this one. So, what I'm gonna do is, luckily I have witnesses. I'm gonna play as if there's no lag, because I get in a lot of situations, I'm literally expecting it to lag, and then I die. But sometimes like that, I lag, and I die. But you know, that's it. Like, I've proven my point. I know how to play COD. I would have gotten that kill if I didn't lag. But, I'm whatever. I'll make him feel good. I gotta do it myself. I'm broke as fuck. What do you want from me? She tells Oswald that he needs to get outside for exercise, you know, to build up your strength. With tears in his eyes, where his mom can't see them, he begins to stand. As Benny walks over, coat already on, he is saying something about his zipper. "Still, this stupid zipper." Francis answers and sighs. She goes, "I'm sorry, Biscuit. We'll get you a new coat soon."
You want to clear your name?
Yeah, that's the park skin, huh? Lovely, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. See, like I'm saying, like, that wasn't because I didn't lag that time. I just got shot in the fucking face. That was a mistake. So it's like, It's that thing where you just gotta, like, balance it out. So I'm not gonna waste too much time blabbing. I'm gonna keep going. As Benny walks over, coat already on, he is saying something about a zipper because it's, like, bad. And she said, we'll get you a new coat soon. Francis sits back down, ready to work in peace, but goes, oh, and Jack, I want you to find Rex down there and give him his book. She points at Jack with her right hand and motions at Oz with her left. Oswald, give me the book. Oz grabs it and says, I can do it. And with assertion in her eyes and a grip on the book, she goes, I said Jack. Oz sighs, but Jack motions now to get a move on. We'll see what we can do here. I know the tactical insertion is fucking useless on search, but hey, maybe I'll try and get this fucking... Nah, I don't know. I don't want to camp, like, it's just not in my nature, like I said. Hey, we might win this round.
One hostile left. Take that asshole down.
No experience for me. At least I got a kill.
Enemy's gone. You got lucky.
So he like clearly wants to do the work. Oz last to go. Before they get away, Oz is the last to go, and Francis reminds them that the second those street lights come on, that she wants their little asses home. She finishes with, you hear me? They all respond, yes, ma. She nods, gets to work, and Oz stays looking at her a little before going to follow his older and younger brother.
Search and destroy.
We're outside in the day streets of Gotham. Oz and Jack are on either sides of Benny, and Benny is saying something about how he doesn't want to play baseball. So yeah, they're protecting his little brother, keeping him in the middle.
Dig in and defend the objective.
I don't want to get sniped. Oh shit! He fucking missed me.
Detonating C4.
It's all on you now.
Alright, let's do this.
They knocked you on your ass.
They hunted me down.
So what are you gonna do about
I
it?
couldn't separate them. They were all seeing me. If they were communicating, they definitely had me, but I doubt it. He got me back. I think I killed this guy because he wasn't being active. Oh wow, headshots only. Not bad. I think every single one of those hit me in the head. Maybe that's how they balance it. It doesn't have very high headshot multiplier. So I think he hit me like 4 or 5 times. So he doesn't want to play baseball, and Jack asks what he'd like to play them, and Benny says maybe soccer. And Oz is noticeably hobbling, and he goes, hey, look at those rims. And he's motioning at probably Rex's chariot, or I don't know. That was a guess. Damn it! That was just my fault. It wasn't the lag that time. He walks over to a brown Cadillac that is likely luxurious for the time. As Oz gets closer, he touches the car and studies it, saying the owner must be the richest guy in Gotham. Benny asks if it's made of real gold, and Jack tells him it's just faint, still clutching the book he needs to give to Rex. Speaking of which, at that moment, around the corner, some guys are pushing someone out of the corner store and pestering him for taking too long on something. Apparently, one of them is Rex, so he's like pushing somebody out of his store forcefully and saying he's taking too long on something. Probably like a loan shark. Apparently, one of them is Rex because little Oz calls to him. Jack tries to shush him, but Rex notices and calls to Jack, so he's not even acknowledging Oz. That's how it is sometimes, you know, that you want to be the older brother, but he's not. So Jack tells them to stay back and not to get involved. Oz and Benny look on as Rex introduces Jack to his friends and gang. Says that he's Francis Cobb's son, and he joined the ROTC to be a hero. Jack doesn't say much. Everybody's using snipers. And we're getting fucking killed. That was fast. Jack doesn't say much, but does his job. He gives Rex the book and is handed a crisp 50. It's done very zoomed in and in slow motion. You can't help but think this is being emphasized as beautiful and disgusting at the same time. Rex tells Jack he gives his mom his regards, and Jack gathers his brothers. Oz, as he's walking by, goes, hey Rex, it's good to see ya, clearly admiring him. Alright, let's try out Benny's, and then we'll try to get one more game after this, and then I should be done with this intro. And then we'll just play like 4 games of Team Deathmatch, and I'll read a time.
Charges dropped.
Thank you, teammate. I was not hitting my shots, but at least I'm not lagging.
We're planting the bomb.
Come on, give me a plant, give me a plant, give me a plant, give me a plant.
Charge is set.
Shit. I just gave one of my teammates position. Got morphine.
Troops in contact.
You're our last chance. Don't fuck this up.